We're living in a world where intelligence is often measured by test scores and technical knowledge. But emotional intelligence, your ability to understand and manage emotions, is what truly sets people apart in life and love. In this video, we're diving deep into what EQ really means, how it compares to IQ, and why it's essential for lifelong learning, personal growth, healthy relationships, and mental well-being. Whether you're trying to build better habits, become a better communicator, or just feel more in control of your emotions, emotional intelligence is the skill that makes it all possible. Emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize your emotions, understand what they're telling you, and manage them in real time. It's also about tuning into the feelings of others and responding in ways that build connection. Think of it like your internal compass. It guides how you make decisions, relate to others, and handle stress. In real life, someone with high EQ knows when to pause before reacting, how to comfort a friend without judgment, and when to step back to reflect. It's not about being emotionless, it's about being emotionally aware. That awareness is where real growth begins. IQ helps you solve complex problems. EQ helps you navigate complex people, including yourself. While IQ is fixed for the most part, EQ is flexible and can grow with intentional practice. Studies have shown that people with higher EQ often earn more, report better relationships, and feel more satisfied overall. Why? Because when you can manage your emotions, you can manage your life. Think of someone brilliant who struggles to work on a team or maintain a relationship. High IQ, low EQ. Now think of someone who brings calm to chaos, listens deeply, and leads with empathy. That's EQ in action. Enjoyed the video so far? If you have, hit the like and subscribe. It really supports the channel and lets me know you appreciate the content. Don't forget to check out the recommended reading in the description. Let's get back to it. People with strong emotional intelligence stay curious and open to feedback. They don't take constructive criticism personally because they understand their value isn't tied to being perfect. This mindset creates room for growth and continuous learning. Picture a student who fails a test. With low EQ, they spiral into shame. With high EQ, they feel the disappointment, but use it as a signal to reassess, adapt, and try again. This emotional flexibility is what keeps learners resilient and motivated long after school ends. Lifelong learning isn't just about knowledge, it's about the emotional strength to keep evolving. A growth mindset means believing that abilities can be developed with effort and time. EQ fuels this belief by helping you manage fear, doubt, and disappointment. When you're emotionally intelligent, you don't avoid failure, you examine it. You ask what can be learned instead of what went wrong. Imagine an athlete who loses a game. A fixed mindset blames others. A growth mindset, supported by EQ, studies the loss, trains harder, and returns stronger. Emotional intelligence gives you the courage to start again, to push through discomfort, and to trust that growth is not just possible, it's personal. Mental health isn't just about avoiding breakdowns, it's about building emotional strength. High EQ helps you recognize when something feels off and gives you the tools to respond rather than react. For example, someone with strong emotional intelligence might notice early signs of burnout and set boundaries before hitting a wall. They name what they're feeling, whether it's anxiety or overwhelm, and take steps to process it. That's self-care at its core. Emotional intelligence doesn't erase hard feelings, but it keeps them from running your life. And that difference can be the bridge between surviving and truly thriving. Self-awareness is the foundation of every healthy habit. If you don't understand your emotional triggers, you're more likely to give in to short-term comfort over long-term goals. Let's say you're trying to eat healthier. Low EQ might lead you to binge after a stressful day. High EQ helps you pause and ask, what am I really feeling? What do I actually need right now? That small pause rewires the pattern. With emotional intelligence, your habits aren't driven by impulse, but by intention. You learn to take care of yourself from the inside out, not just with discipline, but with compassion. Relationships thrive on emotional connection, and emotional intelligence is what keeps that connection strong. It allows you to listen without interrupting, to validate someone's feelings even when you don't agree, and to speak from a place of honesty rather than blame. Think about a couple arguing. A high emotional intelligence response involves staying calm, asking questions, and choosing words that build rather than break. Emotional intelligence makes love safer, more honest, and more resilient. It's not about avoiding conflict. It's about learning how to move through it together with grace, empathy, and respect. That's what deepens intimacy and trust. Good communication isn't just about saying the right thing, it's about understanding how it will be received. Emotional intelligence helps you read the room, sense the emotional tone, and adjust your message accordingly. Imagine you're giving feedback to a teammate. With low EQ, it might come off as criticism. With high EQ, it becomes a constructive conversation. You're clear, kind, and in tune with their perspective. When people feel seen and respected, they're more likely to listen. EQ turns communication into connection, and that connection is what makes your words matter, whether you're speaking to one person or many. In today's workplaces, emotional intelligence is the edge that separates good leaders from great ones. It helps you manage stress, understand team dynamics, and build trust. A leader with high EQ doesn't just delegate, they inspire. They know when someone is silently struggling and when it's time to listen more than talk. Picture a manager who notices tension during a meeting and takes time afterward to check in. That's EQ at work, empathy in action, guiding decisions and strengthening relationships. Leading with heart isn't soft, it's strategic, and it creates teams that are not just productive, but proud to show up. You can grow your emotional intelligence every day, just like a muscle. Start by checking in with yourself regularly. Ask, what am I feeling right now? And what triggered it? Journal your thoughts, breathe through stress, and reflect on your reactions. Practice empathy by listening more than you speak, and try to really understand someone's experience without jumping to advice. When conflict arises, pause before responding. These small choices, done consistently, build a high EQ life. And over time, they help you move through the world with more calm, clarity, and compassion. Emotional intelligence isn't a trait you're born with or without. It's a skill you build moment by moment. Whether you're just starting or deep in your journey, every time you choose awareness over reaction, empathy over judgment, and reflection over impulsiveness, you grow. The most powerful changes don't happen overnight. They happen when you decide to lead with heart, learn from every emotion, and commit to becoming a little more present, a little more connected, and a whole lot more intentional each day. Your EQ journey starts now, and you don't have to get it perfect. You just have to begin. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. See you in the next one.